You know what really grinds my gears?
Write this down.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the vlog. Hope you are having a pleasant day. It is February 9th, 2026, the day after the Super Bowl, and it is time for Write This Down. And this week's accountability, not very good. I'm lots of red today. Got some green. I'm on the board, but I was hoping for 2 greens last night, but didn't happen. Thanks, New England. Let's go over what happened. We'll start with the bad. I said LA Knight, Gunther, or Braun Breaker would win the men's Royal Rumble match. It was Roman Reigns. Braun Breaker was eliminated like extremely early on. Like he was second out and got his ass kicked. It wasn't funny. Chris Jericho and Finn Balor will be surprise entrants in the Royal Rumble. Neither showed up. I didn't realize, Chris Jericho was on tour with Fozzy, his band, so that's why he didn't show up. He was actually in England or somewhere in Europe. I said Sean McDermott would be named the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. That was wrong. It was Seattle offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak. He's taken over for the Raiders and bringing a Super Bowl win with him. I said the New England Patriots win the Super Bowl. That was wrong. The Seahawks won. And I said Drake May will be named Super Bowl MVP. He played like absolute ass. But I did say Matthew Stafford would be named NFL MVP. I was wrong. He beat Drake May by a couple of votes, I believe. There was people actually bitching about it, but you know what? After the showing in the Super Bowl, they got the right man picked for NFL MVP. And I said by the end of the 2026 NFL season, Kwesi Adolfo-Mensa or Kevin O'Connell would be fired by the Minnesota Vikings. Kwesi was fired on January 30th, not too long ago. Kwesi fired. I got that one right. Kevin O'Connell still employed. So for this season now, I'm 2 for 11. I have a 181 batting average. So not too shabby. Not good. I was at 222 until the Super Bowl ended. And then I dropped below the Mendoza line yet again.
Write this down.
I'm going to make some predictions today. I have 6 new ones in the chamber. And it's going to be a mix of little of everything. I got some wild. I got a Minnesota Wild prediction on here, which even though I don't have a Wild logo on the borders, that's fine. I'll get that fixed soon. We're going to start with the Twins. Write this down.
Write this down.
Walker Jenkins and Kalen Culpepper will both make their major league debuts sometime in 2026. I think Culpepper, it's close. I think he's gonna show flashes. He's got a spring training invite, as does Jenkins. I think he's gonna do good enough sometime this year that he's gonna get called up, as will Jenkins. Is he going to be by them doing well, or it's going to be because of an injury? So Walker Jenkins and Kalen Culpepper will both make their MLB debuts sometime in 2026. And notice how I wrote this and said it too. I didn't say with the Twins. I just said they're going to make their major league debuts. Leaving this open in the off chance they get traded for somebody and they make their debuts elsewhere. So I kind of left that open. We'll see.
Write this down.
We're going to move to the WNBA. I think there will be a player strike in 2026. Right now there's nothing imminent, but it doesn't look good. I was debating whether between a lockout or a strike, and I think a strike is more likely because the players want to get paid, and they're being paid criminally low, and I think they're going to go on strike this upcoming season.
Write this down.
Back to WWE. Gunther, his next retirement victim. He's being labeled as the career killer. How original when Randy Orton was the legend killer. But his next retirement victim will either be Brock Lesnar or the aforementioned Randy Orton.
Write this down.
Turning our attention to hockey, I believe the Minnesota Wild will win the Western Central Division. They're doing pretty good. They made a trade at the deadline. They're looking pretty good. I think they're in second the last I checked when I was thinking about this prediction. So Minnesota Wild will win their division, the Central Division in the Western Conference. I'll write it down.
Write this down.
We're going to turn our attention to the NFL draft. I believe the Vikings will draft defensive tackle Lee Hunter. This kid, I've heard lots of things about him. He's a stud. I think they're going to take a look at him if he's there for their pick in the second or third round. I don't think he's a first-round talent, but he's moving up boards. But I think the Vikings are going to look to drafting him. They need to get better in the interior defensive line. They traded away Harrison Phillips a year ago, and I think it was a big mistake. So I think they're going to shore up that position with Lee Hunter in the draft.
Write this down.
And the next one I have on my list, the final one, Aaron Rodgers will be back for the 2026 NFL season. I don't think he wants to go out the way he did with the Steelers. He wants to go out in better terms. I don't know who it's going to be with, so I just left it open-ended that he will be back for the 2026 NFL season. So there you have it. That's my next 6. Write that down. I'll keep an eye on those, and we'll go from there. Some of the other ones that are on the books and open still that haven't come off yet. Justin Jefferson breaking the single game receiving record. Obviously, that's not going to happen for a while. Credible source: NFL and the UFO would merge or have talks of merging. MLB will expand to 32 teams by 2030. Timberwolves will win the NBA Finals in 7 games this year. WWE Evolution PLE will become an annual event. Mike Tomlin will go into media for this year and then get back into coaching next year. Haven't heard a peep about Mike Tomlin. There'll be a first-time winner of Daytona 500, which we will find out this Sunday. So that one will come off next week. So maybe I'll get another bunch of picks or predictions next week, and we'll check back in with the Daytona 500. The Athletics baseball team will have to have a new logo and mascot upon moving to Vegas. Spring of 2028, Craig Leopold will be the majority owner of the Twins. Excuse me. That one's still on the books. Twins will sign pitcher Michael Kopech. Haven't heard a peep about Kopech, although the Twins today did sign former infielder of theirs, Gio Urshela. He's back in the mix. Don't ask me why. Unless they're planning to start him at third and move Royce Lewis somewhere else. We'll see. I said the Twins would trade Josh Bell before or at the trade deadline. We'll see. Luke Keyshaw will be permanently moved to the outfield before the end of spring training. I could see that happening in coordination with the Gio Urshela signing, putting Gio at third and then maybe moving Royce Lewis to short, Brooks Lee to second, and then kicking Keyshaw out. That's a possibility. I guess we'll see if they go hand in hand. But those are the ones that are still on the books with the 6 I just predicted. So we'll see how it goes. And we'll do another one of these probably next week after the Daytona 500 prediction, see if I got it right or not. And I got a week to come up with some new predictions, and then we'll go from there. So if you like this episode, hit that like button, leave a comment. If you like, subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to help out future projects and upgrade the channel, please visit my Patreon, or you can drop something in the old Cash App. You don't have to help. Any help, greatly appreciated. Until next time, peace out, and the vlog is over.